Hello everyone, welcome to the unofficial but sanctioned CIM convention wrap and tap at Mining Now. If I can get my headset just a tiny bit higher, thank you very much. And this show is about reviewing the day, reviewing the shows we've had, reviewing CIM Montreal. Rory and Roy are fighting on LinkedIn, so that's a lot of fun for everybody. I'm getting handed notes.
This is the most important note of the day.
Your mother called.
If you're here at the CIM convention, there's the only way you'd be watching this. You need to stop to see the graffiti on the historic doors, originally from the Dome Mine, located near the trade show entrance, and maybe even leave your own mark, as we are celebrating CIM's 125th anniversary. Any smart remarks for that, guys, or can we just let CIM have 125 years? Pretty amazing.
It is amazing.
It is. Thank you. And
did we just lose light?
I don't know what happened. Okay.
That's fine.
We're going to review some beers. It's brought to you by Cranky Old Men. Cranky Old Men with over 600 beer reviews, news and rants since. Visit comdb.ca or just Google Cranky Old Men drinking beer, and you will certainly know when you have found it. We have an unofficial agenda. Roy, standout events for today from CIM. If you first tell us the beers you have, and then we'll get into that.
Do you want to do beers now or standout events now? Or is the beer the standout event you're talking about?
Tell us what beers you have, and then while we're pouring them, you can go through standout events.
Okay.
It's multitasking here.
So I haven't tried this one, but we have reviewed an Archibald beer. This is Archibald Brewing. And they're out of north of Quebec City, Lac-Beauport. And this is a red pale ale, which is not a typical combination. So I'm interested. It sounds to me like an Irish red ale, but I expect a full-bodied, not too hoppy. It's got an IBU of I think 38. So we reviewed another beer from this brewery, Angelique, which was an India Pale Ale, and it was a unique combo which got...
Can I crack it?
Go ahead. The other beer we reviewed from this brewery got a score of 17 out of 20, so that's 8.5 out of 10 for you, Rory. That's just to translate the number.
Yeah, Rory kind of lit you up, Rory, on the LinkedIn there. I think everybody enjoyed that. What was I going to ask you, Rory?
Next one's going up by 10 apparently.
We were what are some standout events, Rory? Oh, by the way, if you guys start fighting again, I got this little gavel thing from CIM, tools and stuff like that.
That's mine. You're just boring it.
Standout events.
Standout events. So first of all, I told you this before. I want to go back in time, and because 125 years CIM. And I remember one of the first CIM conferences I went to, and the moderator started, the immoderate moderator.
Gentlemen.
Cheers.
That's quite the lack of clink.
Don't want it to chip the glass. But the moderator started the conference, sorry. And he said this is the type of conference where we're drinking triple, seeing double, knocking single.
And then everybody goes.
These days it's one and done, except for you guys. You've been started a little early, but
not me.
But somebody has to be professional here.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's going on? What went on today at CIM? Well, to go back, we talked about mining for beer yesterday. 350 people showed up.
Wow.
They were worried about the second floor of the bar. Apparently there were some structural concerns there with the number of people. But there were no cave-ins.
You're actually not kidding, too.
No, I read that, and I talked to Cameron today. I had a meeting with Cameron to get the lowdown on the uptake.
You imagine it actually collapsed.
That's not funny. That's a safety, anyway.
Yeah, that's not a good joke to make to you.
Lots of private meetings to start the day. Lots of companies engage with their clients, especially in the morning plenary on building trust in the industry, which is crucial in the industry, and that's about safety, and that's about ESG. Student speed mentorship program. linking up students with experienced people in the industry. There's a student poster competition, Young Mining Professionals event, a Canadian Mining Education Forum was on, and I didn't even count the number of technical sessions. There's so much knowledge and so much content.
Crazy.
And that's just the first day. Expo, again. I don't know if I have the right number. I had 469 exhibitors.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Of course, including Mining Now.
Yeah.
And we're not done yet. There's the big gala tonight. I think I told you I was nominated for an award.
What did you get?
Well, I didn't get it. I was nominated for Best New Co-Host on a mining podcast, and unfortunately I came in second. I think Gus is going to get the
Gus Miner,
award tonight, but I'll do better for you next year.
Well, you got you got to interview your old buddy Phil on Hecla. Not to say Phil's old. Phil's not old.
No, but
your old buddy.
Yeah, so I did a couple of Mining Now shows, and Phil Baker from Hecla, and it was great. I hadn't talked to him for a while. And we'd done some work for Hecla at Lucky Friday, and Cementation's doing some work for them now at there and at Keno Hill as well. So we got to talk about that mine and 130-year legacy of Hecla. And even though they're a well-established company, they're a very innovative company. Mm-hmm. So it was a great talk with Phil.
Yeah, I've heard Phil talk before. He's lots of fun. Yeah. He's just so knowledgeable about the industry. I don't know about fun, actually. I don't know if that'd be a good word. He's pretty methodical in his... Well,
and I did take the opportunity to thank him and to thank Hecla for all the support they give to CIM.
Yeah.
Because they really, they're one of there's lots of companies that support CIM, but Hecla has definitely been there.
Same with DRA. Gus Miner, he interviewed them today. Rory, did you have a standout interview?
Yeah, for sure. SMS Equipment came on talking about the electrification, and then I keep blanking on the other two. But sorry, everybody.
Well, there's no edits on it. You don't have to cover both, but that was quite a conversation you had, though. It was before the event even started because they were so busy. So
I remember both mine.
Good.
You want me to talk? You want me to talk?
But SMS Equipment is the good thing is ignoring Roy. But the good thing is like it's interesting learning how they're using like the trolleys ripping the trucks up.
While you're talking, you're still trying to remember the other two.
Yeah,
you're just delaying. You're just going to say as much stuff as you
John
possibly
Crane was great, and also
you can do it.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah. But I also wanted to mention Optus because I spoke with Francois this morning, and there's an entrepreneur at a school, started a company with some friends. It's catching on. They're doing great. Some high-tech things, very interesting. So great talk with him.
I'll do my standout quickly. I did data mine, but iRing and Centric. And so lots of...
ASDR, phenomenal.
Rory, you literally had a sign held up for you. Finally held up a sign for you.
So ASDR, this is great. I finally got them on.
That was a Snell chart there to test the
met in 2016 and finally was able to have them on a Mining Now show with Marco. Fantastic.
Okay, well, very well done.
Good recovery there.
I did Cal Tire. So Centric and iRing.
You've got notes.
It's called preparation.
A through A.
And so that was a tricky one for me because Data Mine had bought iRing and Centric. So all of a sudden I realized they had two different companies I was interviewing about two completely different topics. So thank you, Dennis, for setting that up for me. We had... who was joining? Oh, Polydeck. That company's, they've been around, family-owned still. We got that. And then Osenko, that was like putting a dent in a topic that they could have, we could be talking for 10 hours. We wouldn't cover it.
He's a doctor, too, I saw.
That is true. He is a doctor.
Who isn't?
Rory and I.
Oh, okay, sorry.
What else was I going to cover? Oh, your actual beer review. Before we wrap up, Roy, this beer for me, what is this? You said it's
a pale ale,
Irish,
like a red pale ale, which is pale ales are popular, but a red pale ale is a little bit different. And for me, it's approaching an amber, and I love me an amber. I'll tell you that. But I find it quite tasty. So, but I've got, that was a
I get it.
high school.
I get it.
I digress. But
Just because I don't react to it doesn't mean I don't get it. Sometimes I'm just moving on. I
did want to mention something else in the events today. Is I got to the Science North booth. Science North is in the far end, this end, which viewers will have no idea where I'm pointing to. But Science North and CIM have a partnership, and they've developed a game, a digital game, or a video game for kids called Mine Evolution. It's in the final stages, and it's going to be put out. Of course, it's going to be free for everyone to play. We're hoping to get it in the curriculums of schools across the country. So it's really exciting, and they're displaying it at their booth, and it's been a joint project between CIM and Science North. So excited.
Science North, Sudbury.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll just wrap up with a semi-serious question. Rory, you come here and you're involved with so many things. What sort of keeps you coming back?
Well, I don't know.
Cheers.
And that's about it. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I gave him the opportunity to give some heartfelt answer. He didn't. That's not my problem.
Did you review that beer?
We are out of time. We are out of time. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, what's the rating of the beer?
What? I like it. You want more specifics? I'm going to give it a 16, which is 8 out of 10.
That's a dignity. 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Rory, would you like to go with that is out of 20?
You already said 16.
Okay.
He just rounded it down.
Gave it away.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the
Spoiler alert.
Unofficial CIM Convention Wrap and Tap from Mining Now. Thank you so much. If you're still watching.
Yeah.
Don't forget to keep watching Mining Now. Many episodes to come tomorrow. Thank you. Bless you.
Pick up some milk on the way home.